Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Daytona International Speedway for the 2022 NRSL Digital Storm Cup Series Daytona 500. 5 drivers have won this race before: Philip Parker, Andrew Rich, Jessica Shelton, Jonathan Zorlin, and Osmain Hamid. 3 Chevy wins, 2 Dodge wins. Zorlin won in 2019, by the way. Shelton in 2020. Said those out of order, but we're good. On pole for this year's Daytona 500 is Diego Yepes with RJ Bishop to his outside. Vince Freeze is here with me in the booth, and we will alternate here as we give you your starting lineup.
Yep, on row 2 we have Cole Deaver, our dual 1 winner, and Trey Smith, our dual 2 winner.
Row 3, we've got Super Speedway extraordinaire Amanda Evans and Peter Onjak.
Row 4 we got Zach Flickinger, and the man of the hour in the Truck Series last night almost, Lane Sanders, looking to get that win.
In row 5, we've got S3 Motorsports teammate Seth Cole, veteran road course master, nicknamed Send It, and Henry Sanford, Jerky Pro Truck Series driver, very consistent down there in the Truck Series.
Up at row 6 we got the Iceman Vince Freeze, and Christian Russell, pair of rookies looking for some glory at the 500 today.
And Russell in the car that won this race last year. Row 7, we've got a pair of Fords, Levi McIntyre and 2020 Digital Storm Cup Series champion, Samet Oskin.
How about row 8, a little Bass Pro action? We got William Brock, and the guy who can never qualify, but will he do it today, Sebastian Kugelon.
In row 9, we've got Nate Rogers, who got that amazing fuel strategy win at Homestead last year with rookie Owen Miles to his outside.
Row 10, the legend himself, Andrew Rich, looking to watch the competition, and Kev Shear for Starcom, looking to get his first 500.
Row 11 is a pair of drivers who have been around but haven't won. Alex Ferranti, been racing since 2018, still looking for victory lane. Could today be the day? And to his outside is 2020 Jerky Pro Truck Series champion, Keith Rich.
Row 12, how about the dual winner from last year, Cole Hudson, and Logan Williams looking for some redemption as he moves over to JGR.
In row 13, we've got Allison Rain, 2-time Cup Series champion, now driving the 10 for Stort-Haas Racing after leaving her own team, with last year's champ Jonathan Zorlin right next to her, a bit from the pack. These two will have to make their way through to the front of the field if they want to win.
Row 14, we got Ace of Spade Rogers, as I like to call him, and Nico Tringali looking to be a dark horse this year in 2022.
In row 15 is the final go-or-go-home driver that raced his way in, Derek Hamill, with 2-time race winner of the Cup Series, Jesse Turner.
But row 16, that famous 24, James Ellison looking for some redemption in his rookie season, and of course you can't miss him on the grid, Dylan Young in the Hooters Ford.
In row 17 is Alexander Rowe and Quinton Moore, 2 veteran drivers with a couple of wins between themselves.
Row 18, we got Logan York, and of course the man who can't stand a super speedway but will try to win today, Zachary Fitzwater.
In row 19, rounding out the locked-in drivers is S3 teammates Charles Sanford, who had a crazy win. The Terminator, 8-win season last year, came up short of the title. Can this year be his year? And to his outside is a former Daytona 500 winner back in 2020, Jessica Shelton.
Row 20, we got Brent James looking to tame the bull here in Daytona, and of course the Jerky Pro Series champion, Audra Baranowski's coming off a great race last night, even though a little slow. Let's see if she can get it done. And our final row, Zach, hit it.
Christian Vargas going over to Chip Ganassi Racing from Front Row Motorsports, and Priya McShane, these two getting in the race on time. We'll go over who made the race in on time and who raced their way in, but here is the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
So Diego Yepes, of course, logging himself in with the front row. Kept the car clean, kept the front row. Trey Smith, we saw win the dual race. Lane Sanders, 3rd in that dual race. Christian Russell was 5th. And, of course, Owen Miles also making it in there through that outside duel. And the other duel, we had Colt Hudson, Logan Williams, and Derek Hamill race in alongside Diego Yepes. And then, of course, the last two rows, Brent James, Audra Baranowskis, Christian Vargas, rather, and Priya McShane, all in on time. Out of our go or go home drivers, Vince, the lowest in Daytona 500 qualifying was Lane Sanders, 44th out of 52 drivers. In total, the slowest locked-in driver was Vince Fries, who was 51st out of locked-in drivers.
This is it. We should start to get the anticipation building, man. This is Daytona. I guess we'll do it, Zach, man. This is one of the few races. What are you thinking? Who you got to win today?
My money is on a first-time winner. He's come close to a win in his dual race and last night in the Jerky Pro Truck Series. I can't believe I'm doing it, but I'm picking Lane Sanders to win this thing, Vince.
That's bold, and that's how we roll. The heartfelt pick would be Pez. We know Eminem's in the situation, but I'm going to go a little under the radar here. I think we're going to go with Nate Rogers today. I have a feeling something special. Usually around that 15th to 17th position, you can cycle your way to the top line. I think he can get something going, and he'll take it today. But here we go, Zach. About to start it.
And remember, Vince, the regular package is back. 50-lap race, definite two-stopper, I believe. Strategy, though, could still be quite interesting. Green flag is out. Yepes leads them to the green in 2022. These Cup cars take a while to get up to speed, but we will see them hit up to 205 miles per hour. As the top two, the front row, are first and second in line.
Back super shot right there, is what I like to say.
And now RJ jumps to the top.
Looks like Cole Deaver will be the first to try and make a crack at it, but he'll go to the top. There's Amanda Evans, but looks like Diego Yepes on the inside may lead the first lap.
Around to the start-finish line, it will indeed be Diego Yepes leading the first lap of the season. And remember, this is the first time in Digital Storm Cup Series history we're using the full season championship. Of course, Yepes will have to race his way into races for the first 5 races as a go-or-go-home driver. But then once those 5 races have passed, we will start using top 30 in points from this season. So all those go-or-go-home veteran drivers that made this race, like Yepes, McShane, they want to have a good run here so they can get off to a good start. So even if they don't make, as we're 4 wide, even if they don't make 2 of these next 4 races, they could still be top 30 in points.
Seth Cole leads us now. The 4 wide, Kev Shears, Zorlin are bumping and banging back there. Oh, I don't know.
We saw them go green for 20 laps in duel number 2, and they didn't wreck in duel number 1 until the final lap. But Zorlin and Kev are really pushing the issue here early on. The Jerky Pro drivers made it a full 24 laps before the first caution. As Levi McIntyre and Nate Rogers, it's the 99 and the 9, looking to go to the front of the field. It's now Zorlin. Zorlin is side by side with Ace Rogers now in that 4 wide mess.
We're gonna make a joke. You pick up a Mountain Dew and some batteries for $9.99. But here we go. McIntyre takes the lead. Are they still just barely hanging on?
Vince Fries leading the middle line. Nate on the bottom with Junior Motorsports driver Alex Ferranti. That's an affiliate teammate there between Hendrick and Junior Motorsports. Zorlin still in the middle 4 wide with Ace. So you see Priya McShane playing that strategy, Vince, of waiting it out in the back.
Only thing I'm going to say, though, is if you get that wreck in the middle of the pack, could be hard to jam on the brakes. But here's Ferranti. Vince Fries still in the middle. Nate Rogers going to go to the top.
They have made that 4 wide work for a few laps now, Vince. There's really nowhere for them to go.
Yeah, it's just impressive to watch just on this flyby shot here of how field is. Oh, Zorlin, he's trying to move up another row, though. He's trying to move up another row.
He's looking there on Owen Miles. That might not be a smart move. Right now we're seeing the inside line, Vince, really strong as these tires have yet to age. Topside really not doing much right now. And Sorlin does. Sorlin has moved forward 2 positions in the middle of a 4-wide situation.
He's doing a great job, but is he pushing his luck? As you see, whoa. Now he's got to stay back in line there. Ellison and Young, they started up their same row. They're to the front.
Oh, there it is! Brock up and in the air for a second there. Fitzwater made it through. And the big one on lap 6.
Be done yet. We gotta be careful here.
Logan York was given Elaine the row, but he is going to jump it back down on the bottom as the 2 and the 24 race back to the line. Trying to see some notables. We've got Jessica Shelton still in this thing. Andrew Rich, Baran Auskis, Cole Deaver. Some notables I'm throwing out there. And it's going to be Ellison, I think, at the line leading this thing.
Moore's there, yep. There's Oskin and Fitzy. They're coming back up here.
Nate Rogers, of course. Priya McShane. Kugelon has a damaged race car. Charles Sanford looks clean. Looks clean. Keyword there. Trey Smith.
There's Lane.
Lane Sanders. Not really sure if he's got damage. Christian Russell. Amanda Evans. RJ Turner's got front end damage. We saw Brock going up and over in the air for a moment. His car came off the racetrack. Owen Miles. Ace Rogers. Jonathan Zorlin, the champ. Just tried to make that 4-wide last as long as he could, but it just was not going to work in the end there. Oh, and Diego Yepes, the pole sitter, involved. As Allison Rain is going to be the first DNF of the race. A bad start for her tenure at Stewart Haas Racing, and Kev Shearer is done as well.
Well, pit strategy?
See, we're on lap 7.
All right.
If they pit here, they might be able to stretch it with 1 green flag pit stop. So everybody is going to come into the pits. See what the pit strategy looks like here. We're going to throw this baby up here on the left. It's going to show people getting in their stalls, and then lap times, or pit times are going to start popping off.
Pit delta action.
So it looks like it's mostly 8-second pit stops. It looks like 2 tire pit stops here, Vince.
Yep, unless you have damage, 2 tires should be the call.
Ellison's going to lead him off pit road with Dylan Young in second, Rowe in third. Colt Hudson, Logan York, Tringali, Williams, Shelton, Seth Cole, Vargas, and more. As Freeze will lose a few positions to Yepes getting in his stall. Ooh, a little crazy there at the end of the pit lane. Oh, Trey Smith right in the lane, Sanders.
Oh, and Bishop. Oh, jeez.
Insult to injury there. But as we are under caution, let's take a look at what brought out the first accident of the Daytona 500. This was a matter of time. Jazo's there in the middle with Owen Miles. And right... Oh, he started to peek up against Kukulon's bumper, and he's just going to clip the 8. And they go right up into Brock and Amanda Evans. There you see Brock get left sides up off the track, then all 4 tires up off the track. You see Kev get a piece of it. Charles Sanford is just going to sneak by. Yepes, Rain, and others dove straight to the left.
Oh, Rain got run over.
Oh, yeah, she did. Rain got sent really wide, and Yepes and Rain lose it, and this is something we have never seen before. Oh, this is going to hurt. Oh, man. Allison Rain hard into the inside wall. I have never seen that in all our years of Digital Storm Cup action. Looks like Yepes just spun it. He has no damage. So a lot of drivers with just evasive movement. So wreck was not as big as originally thought. But Rain and Yepes, I think they made some. Yepes made contact with somebody else, but Rain got hit, I think, by Turner
Rain's
there.
gonna hit the wall here.
Oh, and she's gonna hit the wall again at a slow rate of speed.
Bouncing to Yepes?
Just a little bit. Small, slow impact there. But that was wild. I've never seen a driver wreck into that inside wall before. Let's take you for some onboards. On board with Jonathan Zorlin. Tough way to start his season as the defending champion. On board with Diego Yepes. Oh, and he just lost it. Doesn't seem like any damage for the pole sitter. Finally on board with Allison Rain. Oh, she got some help from Jessie Turner. Hard lick to the inside wall. And as we saw, Rain's day is done. Getting ready to go back racing here. It'll be 41 laps of action left. Kev Shearer and Allison Rain, the only retirees. Ellison will lead them to the green flag. Dylan Young in second. Alexander Rowe third. Colt Hudson fourth. Logan York fifth. Nico Tringali sixth. Logan Williams seventh. Jessica Shelton eighth. Seth Cole ninth. And Christian Vargas rounds out the top 10. Go through the rest of your running order. Drivers with damage include, but are not limited to, RJ Bishop, Trey Smith, Lane Sanders, Christian Russell, Jessie Turner, Amanda Evans, Sebastian Kukulon, Owen Miles, William Brock, and Jonathan Zorlin. We have a minimum speed rule this season, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not running at 110% of the up to pace times, which are defined as a 44.3 in the draft, you will be parked. You will still get points. It's going to show up as a DQ, but you will still get points. Green flag is back out. So that lap time threshold is a 48.73. If you are running slower than a 48.73, you will be told to park. You will be given a couple of laps to try and reach that lap time. But if you cannot hit it, you are done for the race.
Yeah, I think it's smart.
We saw drivers like Brock and Zorlin spend over a minute fixing damage, so I'm not even sure if they can reach 180 miles an hour. As you see Dylan Young and Ellison swap the lead, and now Ellison's looking to take it right back. So now, Vince, now I'm sitting here, and I'm wondering, if we go green, can these drivers make it to lap 28 to 30 and stretch it to the end? Or are we going to see some drivers pit with 2 to 3, 4 laps to go?
It could be 2 to 3 to 4. Depends if we get in there a caution. I don't think we're going to get in there a caution right now, but let's say lap 16, 17. I think we're going to start getting more. It's similar to a truck race last night. That you see Fitzwater and McIntyre are kind of the cutoff cars, and another pack is trying to catch up.
Right now, Logan York leading it. All veterans up here. You know, a lot of these drivers with 1 year of experience. Of course, guys like Christian Vargas and Logan Williams didn't get to start every race, but they are still deemed as such.
There's the Cherokee Pro Champ, Audra Baranowskis. Looks like to be the first one from that second pack to catch up. And there's Christian Vargas looking for 3 wide.
We're going to ditch the front of the field for now. There's a secondary pack right here. Andrew Rich is getting squeezed
wide.
4 wide by Onjak.
Nah,
We
he'll
will
sort it.
clear. So now we're looking at our damaged drivers back here. Lane Sanders, Diego Yepes, Ace Rogers, Trace Smith, Miles, Evans, Kukulon, Zorlin, and Brock. They are pretty up to speed. Oh, Jesse Turner ain't looking too hot right now.
No.
I'm honestly surprised the 5 and the 19 can go this fast with all the time they spent on pit road. So let's see here. Turner running about 180, 181. Ooh.
Yeah, it's...
That is not going to cut the bread. We'll give Turner another lap or so. But Turner might be finishing in 40th place. 3 wide battle for the lead now. It's Vargas, Seth Cole, and Logan York. As the pack continues to work its way back into a pack. So you got everybody stretched out from the restart. So as we've stated, Chevy has won this race 3 times. Dodge has won the race twice. So that's no wins for Ford and no wins for Toyota.
Shelton with help from Rowan. There's Audra. And you said, Zach, it's coming back and formulating. What do you do here for Christian Vargas? Tires are not wore off because of the fresh ones they took on the right side. I expect the inside lane to still be good, but in a couple laps, that outside could start prevailing.
Yeah, we saw in Jerky Pro, it took about 14 laps for that top side to really start getting those runs, Vince. I want to say we're going to see it here again today. So with them pitting at lap 8 for right side tires, I'd give it to about lap 20 or so that we'll start seeing that top side really like come into play.
You see Rowan and Shelton right now looking to draft off each other. Now, what is crazy? Christian Vargas starting to get a little big help there. Seth Cole, though, he knows what he's doing now. He'll go to the middle of the block. We'll see what Seth can do on that outside with some clean air. Ooh, Audra.
Audra's going to make it look 4 wide with Rowe and Shelton now in the middle. Rowe's going to clear her. They hold 3 wide. Turner is not going to get up to speed here. So he is going to be done. But he will get points for 40th place. William Brock is right on the edge right now. Let's see what this lap time is. 48.2. He's another half a second away from being parked himself. Everybody else is in draft. We've got a 28-car pack, Vince, fighting for this win.
Seth Cole up there making me a little nervous, but they sorted it out. Yeah, 28 cars. We know pitch strategy is going to be important. Jessica Shelton, Christian Vargas seem to have the 2 best right now. But what has Rowe got in Colt Hudson?
Saw Colt Hudson get his first career Jerky Pro win last year at Springfield in his final year of competition. Got that dual win last year in the Cup Series as Audra's looking to go 4 wide on Rowe again. This time for the lead. But Rowe gets the run. He gave her the option to go in there, and he will jump it right back down to the bottom. We see Fitzwater and Oskin up here. We saw Oskin up at the front of the field in this race last year. Remember, Oskin, despite being a champion, only has 3 career wins. That's the least out of all active champions between himself, Rain, and Zorlin. Of course, Caleb Hoffman never won a race in his championship season back in 2017. But that was when everybody was new and everybody had around the same stats. So that little extra consistency paid off back then. Now, all the experience is coming into play, except at tracks like here at Daytona, Talladega, Armory Digital, and Pensacola.
I think we'll throw Milano in, too.
Yeah, you can throw a Milano in there, too. That's a bit of a wild card track. Rowe is continuing. Rowe is just continuing to move up. I'm not sure if that's strategy or what. But that's making me very nervous.
I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he looking for a date? Who knows? But anyway, Christian Vargas out there in the middle of the line. He's going to keep blocking. He's going to look in that mirror, helping the spotter. He sees the 7's got a little run, 14 on the inside. Audra's still peeking.
Well, Vargas has done a good job of holding this lead since he got to it. He's been running that top side, getting pushes from Seth Cole. You know, Seth drove this 42 car at a time.
Ooh. Audra again.
Rowe continues to lead the inside. Shelton continues to lead the middle. You know, it's the same kind of racing we saw in Jerky Pro, Vince, where, you know, once you get up there, unless the bottom starts making ground up, whatever lane you're leading, you're likely going to just stay where you are. We've got a little 4 wide at the back. That's Ferranti and Bishop. See if they can't settle that out. Brock is still running 48 twos. He is several laps away from being caught. We're on the lap 20 now, Vince. So this is when I said we would start seeing the top really come into play compared to the bottom. Let's see if that's true. Rowe is actually going to clear. Shelton is wrecking. Russell, Onjak, Tringali, and others. Oh, and Tringali is just going to clip the wall.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh, no.
Russell just got clobbered by Keith Rich. Oh, and he gets hit again by Sorlin.
Oh, Brock, slow it down, buddy. Come on. That was bad. That was bad.
Terrifying crash here at Daytona. That's the second champion driver that will get taken out of this race, Vince.
Yeah, it looked awful, though. It looks like something went wrong 4 wide, but Christian Vargas will... I don't know. What do you do? Let's go back into the mind of a crew chief here. I don't know. Is it early to pit?
No, you want to pit here. You want to pit here.
I agree, but knowing how these guys are, I think we're going to get a mixed bag. I hope everyone just pits. We'll see. I think everyone should just come in. There we go. Yep.
Nobody's going to stay out. We saw Onjak in that wreck.
How about Brock getting lucky? He might have been close to DQ. He gets a second chance just to hang around.
Let's see what the consensus will be for pit stops this time. Do you take 4 tires here?
I would. Could be your...
Oh, nope. It's going to be the reverse. We're going to see drivers take left sides only this time. And it's going to be Baran Askus, first one off the pit lane. Seth Cole second, Vargas third, Rowe. Hudson, Oskin, Fitzwater, Ellison, and Nate Rogers. No collisions for Lane and Trey Smith this time. As we'll take a look at what brought out the second accident here today. Taking a look at what brought out the second caution flag of the race. And we saw the 4 wide with Ferranti and Bishop. And then that transitioned up to Onjak. And Onjak didn't know it. Down he goes. You see Sanford get a piece of this. Christian Russell, Tringali, all bouncing around. And Tringali's going to be the one sent spinning into the grass. See, oh, Charles and Henry, brothers there, bumper to bumper as they missed the 7. Ferranti is turning Onjak into the grass, and this honestly probably saved the 37 from what is going to happen to the 38. Russell is brutal. Russell is going to get stuck here on the the transition from the apron to the track. And you can see it's just a smoke screen right here. So all you can see to your left is smoke. Keith Rich is to the inside of his teammate, Ace Rogers. Oh, and he just never gets on the brake. He was trying to miss him, but he couldn't. He just didn't get down low enough. Clobbers Russell. Hard hit. Russell comes to rest with the back end torn off. We'll have an onboard with the 38 since he was that car was the past winner here. And Keith Rich's car is just sitting here. And Sorlin went low to miss everything in the grass. And he just gets bogged down in the grass. And nowhere to go for him either. Oh, right into the door of Keith Rich. So we'll have an onboard with the 38 and the 5, and then we'll get you to the race restart. On board with Christian Russell. Just had no idea he was going to get turned there. And then whiplash warning. And here we go. Tough break for Russell's debut race. On board with Jonathan Zorlin's second time today. And he just made a bad call going into the grass here. Insult added on to injury for Keith Rich. Let's take you guys to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here. There will be 27 laps to go. Christian Russell, Jonathan Sorlin, and Keith Rich, they are all done. That leaves us with 36 cars on track. Baranowskis is leading this thing. So she got her first laps led in her dual race, and now she gets official laps led here in the Daytona 500. Seth Cole right behind her in second. Christian Vargas third. He has been strong all day. Alexander Rowe fourth. Colt Hudson fifth. Oskin sixth. Fitzwater seventh. Ellison eighth. Nate Rogers ninth. And Andrew Rich rounds out the top 10. As we go through the rest of the running order. Saw Charles Sanford get a small piece of that. Same with Henry. As Tringali got spun around and hit the outside wall a little bit. Bishop with a little bit of that, as well as Peter Onjak. So 36 cars left in this race. Baranowskis will lead him back to the green. Vince, do we get another caution?
Yeah, there's no way we don't. I think it's just been a little different. Is that we see these four wide, honestly, weird situations where people are trying to move up lanes, and that creates a funnel effect. But we also have to watch, like I said, the DQ trackers. I think there's definitely going to be some more. There's no way we're going to see 49 seconds here. Seth Cole looks to go bye on the lead.
Oh, man, then we're going to be making that pun all year long, Vince. I am not ready. Look at Rowe with a huge run. Look at Hudson. Look at Oskin.
8.
Audra is going to fall back here a little bit. No help. Rowe and Seth Cole side by side for the race lead. Nate Rogers with a heck of a run.
Fitzy, and there's Mr. Squatch himself, Rich. Logan Williams is back there. Right now it's Cole Hudson and Alexander Rowe. A little blue-on-blue action as Oskin and Rogers will play it cool.
So as we see the pack get up to speed. Dylan Young trying to make his way back forward. Let's see who is still up to speed. Charles Sanford, Henry Sanford, they look good. There's the difference, though, right here. Owen Miles, slow and in the way. I think RJ and Onjak are okay, but they are stuck behind damaged race cars, as you see. I think the same can be said for Tringali. Ace Rogers might have a piece of... Oh, yeah, Ace has a piece of damage from something else. And then, of course, we've got Kukulon. Kukulon now all by himself. He was in draft the first stint there, Vince, and then it was Brock who had lost the draft. But right now, Kukulon is not looking good.
Ooh.
Brock was running about 185 by himself, and he was just in range of that lap time. But let's go to the front of the field for now. It's Vargas on the bottom, Nate in the middle, and Oskin on the outside. So with them pitting there at lap 21, that means they're likely going to go to lap 40, 41. We'll probably see a splash and go pit stop, Vince, and they'll be able to make it to the finish.
Yeah, I would like to be towards the back, believe it or not, and try to stretch this out and save a little fuel, maybe a little coast, a little throttle coast right there. Is when you're in the pack, you can save more fuel compared to, I'd say, Oskin and Vargas, who are basically parachutes for the rest of the field.
So we had a 28 car pack before. We are down to 26 as Ellison was left out to dry on the restart. He's actually losing the draft. He has damage from something.
Oh, might have been pit road or...
Perhaps. He must have got hit. Oh, yeah, his right side damage on the 24. He must have gotten hit on the pit lane. That is devastating. He was so fast today. Reminds me of Talladega and Jerky Pro that one year.
Can't get a break on these play races. Now, I think Fitzwater will lead. They're all starting to get strung out in single file. They'll catch up easily as we dice it up 3 wide. Now, what do? Vargas seems to have the best car right now at all areas. Front, middle, back. Does he play this cool? What do you do if you're someone like Dylan
We're going
Young?
4 wide.
Nah, they'll swing.
Never mind. We're not going 4 wide. I thought Logan York was going to give Colt Hudson the top. As Kukulon is too slow. Kukulon will have to be parked for the race. So that's our second driver to be parked today. We'll see Kukulon down pit road this time by Brock. Might be right behind him. He looks okay for now. See all these half-damaged race cars back here. Ellison is just unable to do anything with his race car. Dylan Young leading the middle. Teammate Samet Oskin to his outside. And look who is on the bottom. It's hotshot Andrew Rich.
For that squatch competition we talked about earlier. But there's Audra Baranowski's too. How about Chip Ganassi making it happen today?
Pack is looking like it's going to be 22 cars. It's, I think, Deaver, Sanford, and Priya are losing draft. Yes, they are. It might actually only be 20. I'm not sure if Fitzwater and Vince Freeze are going to hold up there. They are side by side. They might want to single that baby up now, or they're going to lose draft as well. Looking like it could be a 20-car race for now, Vince.
Yeah, but I think that's a good number. I don't think we're going to get any more DQs right now unless Ellison's really falling off the pace. I think really if you're Dylan Young here, what do? You got a teammate up there. You got Vargas who seems to have the best car. You got Rich, a lot of heavy hitters, Nate. I think Dylan Young's just going to play this cool and block all lanes.
Now, Dylan Young had a breakout year there with 3 wins. He's now up to 4 in his career. But we didn't see him win any races after the first third of the season, Vince. Not really sure what happened to him. The same thing went down with Fitzwater. So
something might be wrong with Fitzwater, I think.
Fitzwater also just losing the draft here. I think they've just played the draft game wrong, Vince. You know, when you don't have a car right behind you, you need that little extra push in this package. So now, Fitzwater and Freeze are falling back. Freeze appears to be up to pace, but I don't know. I can't say the same for Fitzwater right now. As the 24 took it down the pit lane to fix his damage.
I think he'll be up to speed now.
He has lost at least a lap, maybe 2 laps. Yeah, he lost 2 laps.
Oh, no.
He's going to lose 2 laps because he took 46 seconds on pit road. He's going to merge here in front of the pack. This could get dangerous.
What is he doing?
He's got to merge, Vince. He's got to merge. That's going to check up half the pack. That checked up the entire bottom. Andrew Rich, Baranowskis, Seth Cole, Quinton Moore. How the heck is Diego Yepes up here? Yepes got back up through the field after that last yellow, Vince.
Now he's getting split.
That has separated the pack, just split them right in half. Now it's a battle for the lead between Nate Rogers and Jessica Shelton. They get a little racy here. That second group might be able to catch back up.
Yeah, they're getting racy, but it may be not enough time to get back up before pit stops start knocking. We'll find out. Which might not be a bad thing at all, actually.
See, the Delta's probably going to go down again. Yep, 2.6. That's because they were still getting back up the pace. Up to speed now. But they are not going as fast as this lead draft. William Brock is still right in the range. So is Owen Miles. Everybody is good to go. Ellison, though, still with some damage. I don't know if he's going to keep up with this pack.
Get dicey up here, though. This could help the second pack. What does Christian Vargas do? He's had the best car. Nate as well. Levi McIntyre, Cole Hudson, Logan York, Oskin, Rowe. You name it.
We don't have a single rookie driver up here. If we want to talk in terms of experience, the least amount of experience goes to Christian Vargas. Colt Hudson with a few extra years of truck experience compared to him. Then you've got Shelton, Young, Zach Flickinger, Rowe, Levi McIntyre, Logan York, and Oskin. Oskin, the only champion left on the racetrack right now.
You know how super silky smooth he is, too. Now, what do you do here for Cole Hudson and Logan York? They're going to take the little two-car tandem just on that bottom line, but Vargas should have a little bit of a nice run coming. McIntyre as well. That'll be something we could be foreshadowing with that photo finish camera at the end. We'll find out later.
15 laps to go. The pit window is 5 laps away, Vince. That second pack, they're not out of it yet. They could really get to throw it into the pit lane. That might give them a second back, but I don't know about the rest. Ellison coming out of pit road when he did was not in their fortune at all.
I think the guys on the inside, whoever does pit, that could be the big problem, but I would say the people on the outside is where you want to be. You don't want to be on the inside right now.
Starting to see that top side come into play here. But with so few cars in the draft, Vince, the number of cars in the lane is going to dictate who gets the right amount of momentum. Seeing York jump from bottom to middle.
Jessica's falling off, but she'll just stay right there in the draft and save a little fuel. That's what I would do. You want to pit later because the longer you wait, the better on the fuel. You want less fuel as you take that. There's Brock.
Brock is still up to speed, but he is going to be in the way here shortly.
Could be the break the needs for the second pack. We'll see.
Dylan Young. Dylan Young's going to pit now at lap 37.
Checked up Rowe.
Checked up Rowe. Anybody going to go down with him? No. Dylan Young by himself. Interesting call by the two team.
That helped the second pack. You can see it. Rowe's draft is going to start to come back to the wake. Well, I don't know. I would want to pit with a friend. You got a teammate with you. You'd think you would coordinate that.
Oh,
here we go.
Henry Sanford had already gone down the pit lane.
Gotta be careful right here. Gotta be careful right here.
They're good.
I think we'll start seeing more pitters. Let's see what happens. There's Brock. I think he's okay.
Coming to 12 to go.
Nope.
No takers in this main pack. No takers in the second pack. It's Austin and York side by side. Deaver coming out of pit road. And Brock's going to slow them all up. And that's the break that second group needed. York will be the first on by on the top.
Second, and there's Rowe. He needed that too.
That second pack's got Henry Sanford, though, in their way. York and Oskin, the first two by. Hudson, Shelton, Flickinger. Oh, I think they're gonna. I think we got some pitters here.
Nope.
No, no pitters. There's Dylan Young, though. They're gonna catch him. Baranowskis is gonna pit. Very interesting pit strategies here, Vince.
I don't understand Dylan Young's call here. You're going to just lose time with no help. He must be thinking something really clever, but he's about to get lapped.
He's going to get split here. I think Oskin's going to... Actually, Oskin's going to stop behind him. No, Oskin jumps to the outside. Now Hudson jumps low. Zach Flickinger jumps low. Are they trying to get in position to pit?
Let's see what Vargas will do. Is that Flickinger? Yeah, we'll see what they do.
Oh, yep. We got Young's jumping up the track. We got pitters. York's coming in. It's just York, though.
Slowed everybody up. This is going to help that second pack even more. They get by Brock, of course.
Yeah, that slowed up the leaders by about 10 miles an hour and gave the second group a full second.
Nipping William Brock, they get by him quick. We're about to have a real fight for this, Zach. I don't think it's over yet.
We know all these drivers have to pit. Here comes Baranowskis out of pit lane. Will she be in the way of McIntyre and Nate Rogers? Oh, most.
McIntyre to the apron, 4 wide.
4 wide indeed. Oh. Nate Rogers is going to pit. Andrew Rich is going to pit. But they're still 4 wide. Vargas has a lane open. He'll jump up to it 3 wide.
I have no idea what to say, Zach. This fuel game is very odd today. I'm telling you.
A lot of the back marker cars, or damaged cars, I should say, are pitting early. It's making it very interesting. Logan York, there he comes. Logan is so far ahead of Dylan Young. It's not even a battle between them.
Want to pit later, that's the goal. I mean, if you can stay out to lap 46, that's something really telling of how your fuel strategy and how you coast and lip. Here we go. Here's some more.
Yep, here we go. Everybody but Flickinger and Colt Hudson from the leaders. Then a lot of other takers, Ferranti, Yepes, and more. See Seth Cole, Vince Freeze, Henry Sanford. Henry's already pit. Vince, Seth Cole. Audra had already pit as well. So that's just Zach Flickinger and Colt Hudson. There's Andrew Rich. Logan York's still the leader, though. Look at how far ahead of Nate Rogers he is. See what Zach Flickinger gets out of his stop here.
Does he even pit at all? Does he go another lap? We'll find out.
Yep, he's coming in. Hudson's got Dylan Young on his inside, though. He'll be trapped. Vince Freeze and Seth Cole will pit. So the 93 gets trapped on the outside from Dylan Young. You got to wonder if he can make it back around another lap. We have seen drivers run out of fuel before. He is running out. He's sputtering. Yep, he's sputtering it. And he's out.
That's gonna end it. Yeah, it's gonna end his hopes. My hand hold up here, Henry. There we go.
Jumps to the apron. So now, who is the race leader? That's the big question. We've got some groups here. There's Nate Rogers, Yepes, Quinton Moore. York is side by side with Shelton. Shelton came out ahead of him. Heck, forget Shelton. Rowan McIntyre and Zach Flickinger are way ahead. The Fords. Could Ford get their first Daytona 500 win this year?
Rowe should be able to easily breeze by, though.
Rowan McIntyre are the top two. Zach Flickinger is going to fall behind Owen Miles here. Then it's York and Shelton. Then you got a bit of a group here with Quinton Moore, Yepes, Nate Rogers, Vince Freeze, Vargas, Ferranti, and others. Do they have time to form up and chase them down. Hudson, no chance. Oh, and
Still
McIntyre's looking for the lead. That's really going to help them.
This isn't over yet, man. This is not over yet.
McIntyre with just a single career win back at Bristol on the dirt track in 2019. Rowe with a total of 4 career wins. Didn't get one last year. 5 laps to go in the Daytona 500.
I would watch Flickinger. He's going to get a big run here pretty soon if they keep doing it. 1 second is nothing.
Zach Flickinger is the next man closest. Then you've got York and Shelton. If they catch, it's a 5-car pack. Behind them is 6th through 15th. And of course, Owen Miles is here in the middle, in the way.
I don't know, man. It might just be 3 right here. I don't know if they're going to be able to have enough time. I don't think that 6th or 15th will make enough time, but we'll see. I just don't see it, though.
No lap cars in sight either, Vince. Flickinger's going to have a big run here. Shelton got by Miles before York did. Could Shelton be the first driver to win 2 Daytona 500s?
Oh, Quinn Moore made up a lot of time. I mean, he's got to go. He's got to make another second up a lap to have a chance.
He is flying with Yepes and Nate Rogers. Vargas is trying to make a move for position. Now Flickinger's on the inside of McIntyre. Does Shelton have any momentum? She does. York does as well. Side by side for second is helping Rowe, and it's helping those behind them. 3 laps to go at the start-finish line. McIntyre holds off Flickinger.
Once that gap is under 2 seconds, I just don't think Quinn Moore's going to have enough time, Zach. I just don't
3 seconds there. Not enough. Not enough. They're not closing enough.
They're going to get...
They caught Owen Miles, and he's going to hold them up big time. That's going to do it. I think it's down to the top 5.
I don't think Logan York's even got enough, Zach. He's got no help. I just think it's the top 3.
Similar to Pensacola, Vince, last year, we saw just 3 cars at the finish. It was Logan York, Carabelle, and I want to say Colt Hudson.
I think it was, yeah.
Logan York is in here again. It's 3 Fords versus a Chevy and a Toyota. 2 laps to go at the start-finish line. The pack has cleared Owen Miles. They didn't lose too much time there, Vince. I don't think they have a chance, though, unless they start getting side-by-side here at the front.
No, they would need another... If they had another 5 laps, I think it would have been a different story. But I think it's just still... Now it might be 5, the way they're racing.
They are flying right now. Shelton right up to the bumper of McIntyre. Shelton looking to find anything. York's going to go with her. But will Ford finally get it? White flag. White flag in the air. Shelton clears Flickinger.
I think Yepes is too far back. So he's about 2.5 at minimum.
No, they gained nothing.
Time.
They gained nothing that time by. Single file. Alexander Rowe. Will McIntyre be the Ford teammate? Shelton with a run is going to jump to the outside.
Don't think it's going to matter.
She
McIntyre
lifted.
will block that.
She jumps to the inside. No help. York stays high. Nobody is closing on Alexander Rowe. And for the first time in series history, a Ford will win the Daytona 500, and it's going to be Alexander Rowe. But I'll tell you what, Vince, it does not matter. Like, Jessica Shelton always finds a way at the front of the field at the end of this race. Always. She's always at the front of the field at the end of this race for some reason.
Yeah, season openers and Jessica Shelton go hand in hand, but how about 4? I think they got 5, I think, in the top 10. Definitely showing their strength on these play tracks.
Rowe gets his 5th career win and first Daytona 500. He ties several drivers at 5 wins, including fellow competitors Cole Deaver and Nate Rogers. McIntyre comes home 2nd. Shelton in 3rd. Logan York 4th. Zach Flickinger 5th. Vince Freeze, the highest rookie, in 6th. Diego Yepes 7th. Samet Oskin 8th. Christian Vargas 9th. And Quinton Moore, the top 10. Looking through some of those fast cars. Andrew Rich 14th. Seth Cole 17th. Colt Hudson 20th. And the rest of the grid, Ellison was able to stay out after he pit to fix his damage. He comes home 34th. Well, that was quite the season opener, Vince. Next week, we head to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Jerky Pro will be with us. 30 race season this year, by the way, if you were not aware, ladies and gentlemen. Full season championship. So I'd say Rowe's looking pretty good. You know, he's going to be one of those guys near the top 10, in the top 10 most of the season. So who knows? Rowe might be the surprise this year.
Yeah, Rowe's up there. Samet, he did pretty good today. That's a big one.
But that'll do it for us here today at Daytona. Hope you guys enjoyed this season opener. I sure did. And we will see you guys next week at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I know.